All right, so I have another point here. This one actually I just put out recently because I completely forgot about this trailer. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Now, I really enjoyed the original trilogy.
Oh yeah.
I love how como se dice, I love the ape CGI. I love how crazy decent the scripts are, even though some of the human characters for me weren't cutting it, especially in the second film.
Hmm.
But I really did love the themes that they were pursuing. I love the action. Like I said, the narrative could be extremely gripping at times to where, you could feel emotional, especially in the last one where, the whole ending. It's just, there was,
Hmm.
the movies are a great piece of cinema, and they should be watched by pretty much anyone who likes good scripts and big spectacles. The Planet of the Apes trilogy is a damn fine trilogy that has flaws, but is definitely worth your time. I mean, I own them on Blu-ray, so they're worth my time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, with that being said, I watched the trailer, and I como se dice, I'm actually decently excited for it. I want Squito to go first, and then I'll talk about my points. So, you go ahead.
So we just talked about Furiosa, and I mentioned that that was one of my most anticipated movies of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Dune Part Two was my most anticipated, like number one. It's already out though, and so number two for me is actually Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes,
Right.
because that last trilogy, fucking godlike. I really love Rise, Dawn, and War, and I think they were all really good. And so when they first announced Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, I was kind of iffy because I'm like, didn't the story finish already? Like, what
Yeah.
more do you need to say? But then when they came out with like that teaser trailer, and it kind of showed that this is gonna be, I guess, in a way, a back to basics Planet of the Apes movie, because I think this is how the original ones were, where there was like more apes and not really as many humans.
Right.
That's what I think. I don't remember. I
I
haven't seen
believe
the
they
original.
were.
I've only seen the trailer.
I think the one with like Mark Wahlberg was like that they were on an island and shit. I'm not sure.
Hmm. Yeah. So I kind of like that in a way. This is kind of like going back to where the original Planet of the Apes movies were, and that's what has me interested in it.
Just doing them better. Let's go.
Yeah. So it's, and then of course, if it's anything like what the previous trilogy was, I think this is just going to be a solid movie.
I do
The
as
only thing
well.
that has me kind of iffy is the director,
Mm.
because the only thing I know the director from is the Maze Runner trilogy, which I really like the Maze Runner
Same.
trilogy, but I don't see them as like, they're not like this high level of cinema. They're just really cool movies.
Yeah.
And so like Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, like the vibe I got from the trailer is that they're it kind of gives me the vibe of James Cameron's Avatar movies,
Mm.
like The Way of Water,
So
kind
big,
of.
big spectacle, but not too deep.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know if I think the director's name is Wes Ball. I don't know if he can, kind of go for that. But so far, everything I've seen has been pretty solid, and I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a good movie.
I'm generally excited as well. His name is Wes Ball. So yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
did make the Maze Runner trilogy, and he's doing the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I'd like to think that they're in good hands, to be honest. Because one thing that he did not have a problem was cinematography and directing his actors. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's not like he wrote this.
yeah.
So
We just haven't seen him make a movie of this scale.
right,
That's the
I
only thing.
agree
This is
with
the
you.
first time he's made like a big like blockbuster movie.
Well, this is a very different movie as well because Maze Runner had a bunch of human protagonists. This one has a bunch of animated
Yeah.
protagonists. So let's see how he directs people who are doing voice acting and motion capture, and then
Hmm.
how he can direct the technical side of things as well. Let's see, you know. As far as I'm concerned, I think this is going to be one. I think it's going to be pretty cool. I don't know if it's going to reach the heights of the original trilogy, but that being said, it may just be setting up an entirely new trilogy. Uh,
Probably.
the whole concept of this is it's actually pretty interesting. It's a defiant ape. I think it's Caesar's son. Overthrowing like
Um,
what's up?
He's related to Caesar. This movie's 300 years after War for
Oh,
the
okay.
Planet of the
So
Apes.
it's part of the bloodline. My bad.
He's in the bloodline.
All right. Okay. So it's a defiant ape, kind of overthrowing a power-hungry and hate-filled king of the apes, which I'm definitely down for. It sounds like a decent story. They haven't told it yet, which is pretty cool.
Mhm.
The apes are hunting humans now, and Caesar. Well, I say Caesar because I don't know his name, but let's
He
just
looks like Caesar.
let's just say it's Caesar.
Yeah, he is Caesar.
Caesar is against it because even though they have a history where the humans fucked with the apes a lot, these specific human beings have absolutely nothing to do with their ancestors' actions. They're just people trying to survive. So overall, it seems like it's a movie worth watching. Once again, I love the original trilogy, so it should be interesting. And I'm crossing my fingers. Please be good. Please be good.
Yeah,
You know,
it looks good. It looks good.
It
I'm
looks
excited.
good. It looks good. But we've seen colossal fuck ups in the past. You know, so let's fingers crossed.
Yeah, I think if anything, this movie's going to play itself pretty safe.
Yeah,
which I'm fine with.
I'm okay with too.
It's kind of a reintroduction to the franchise because it's been like what War for the Planet of the Apes was like what 2015.
Mm-hmm.
So this is kind of a reintroduction to that franchise. So I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with that. Indeed. Okay. Anything else we wanted to say about that?
No, it looks good. No? That's all I got. I'm excited.
Indeed.
Furiosa and Kingdom are like my next two most anticipated movies.